Hey everyone! Up to this point, we've been configuring the baseline processes. We've used breath to shift your blood chemistry, trained your vessels not to panic in ice water, and prepped your heart muscle to pump massive volumes of thermal coolant. Your system is now stable. But what happens when the external cold punches through your primary defenses? What do you do when you need an instant source of heat right here, right now, but you can't start running or doing squats? You need an afterburner button. You need to kick your internal reactor into overdrive, even while standing perfectly still. For millennia, Eastern gurus sold this ability as mysticism. They called it awakening energy, used complex Sanskrit like Kapalabhati and Bandhas, and made people believe in chakras. In the NOXUS ecosystem, we don't believe in magic. We believe in anatomy, physics, and engineering. Today, we're stripping away all the esoteric spam. We're going to take these ancient tools apart, bolt by bolt, and turn them into what they actually are: a pneumatic pump and a high-pressure valve system. Block 1. Core Pneumatics. How Kapalabhati actually works. Think of an internal combustion engine. To get more energy, you need to move the pistons faster. In your body, that piston is your diaphragm. The technique traditionally known as Kapalabhati, which translates to shining skull, has nothing to do with shining. It's rhythmic pneumatics. It's a mechanical way to accelerate circulation in the abdominal cavity and create massive friction between tissues. The algorithm. You perform a sharp, emphasized exhale through the nose while simultaneously snapping your abdominal muscles inward toward the spine. The inhale is entirely passive and reflexive as the belly relaxes. What happens to the hardware? Mechanical heating. Every sharp abdominal strike is a massage for your internal organs. The stomach, liver, and intestines begin to rub against each other. This generates pure physical heat in the system's core. Sympathetic stimulation. Sharp diaphragmatic contractions signal the brain, we are in an active phase. The nervous system mobilizes, the heart rate climbs slightly, and the capillaries prep for dilation. Do 50 to 60 of these pneumatic strikes. Your core heats up like an engine at high RPMs. NOXUS logic: this heat will dissipate quickly if we don't lock it down. We have to seal the system. Block 2. The sealing system. Forget the bandhas. In yoga, there's the concept of bandhas, energy locks. Forget that word. We're calling them sealing valves. Your abdominal cavity is a tank. If you've generated heat and pressure inside it, you must close the vents, or the energy vanishes into the void. After your series of pneumatic exhales, you take a full breath out, hold on empty lungs, and close the two primary valves. The lower valve, pelvic floor compression. You contract your pelvic floor muscles and pull them upward. This isn't just a Kegel. You are physically cutting off blood outflow to the legs, forcing it to rise toward the core organs. The upper valve, cervical clamp. You drop your chin to your chest, sealing the glottis and slightly tensing the neck. This valve blocks a sudden pressure spike to the skull. Your brain stays safe, protected from barotrauma. Now the system is airtight, but the main strike is still ahead. Block 3. Abdominal vacuum. A precision strike on the neurons. With the lower and upper valves sealed and no air in your lungs, you perform a false inhale. You expand your ribs without letting air in. Your stomach instantly gets sucked deep under the ribs, creating a hard vacuum. This is the moment of absolute system override. What's happening under the hood? In the center of your abdomen lies the celiac plexus, the solar plexus. This is the largest hub of the autonomic nervous system outside the brain. When you create this vacuum, you physically compress and stimulate this neural hub. You are literally hitting the generator on button. The blood that was just heated by the pneumatics is thrown into the central highway under massive pressure and carried throughout the body. Your core temperature physically rises by several tenths of a degree. In freezing conditions, that is the difference between frostbite and comfort. Block 4. the afterburner protocol in the field. Let's assemble the code into a single script for you to use. The rev-up phase. 50-60 intense pneumatic abdominal exhales. Nose only. Igniting the core. The kill switch. A deep inhale followed by a total absolute exhale, down to the last drop of air. Sealing. Lock the lower valve, pelvis, and the upper valve, throat. Compression. The vacuum. Pull the stomach under the ribs, creating negative pressure. Hold this pause as long as the system allows without panic, usually 15-20 seconds. Soft release. Release the stomach, lift the head, and only then take a smooth, slow, compensatory inhale. Perform 3 of these cycles in a row while standing in the snow. You'll feel a hot wave rise from your stomach to your collarbones and then pour into your arms. It's not magic, it's pure hydrodynamics and neurobiology. You just tricked your hypothalamus into thinking your body is in a blast furnace. Final. From physics to mind control. We've assembled the entire hardware and software toolkit for thermoregulation. Your body now knows how to generate, hold, and distribute heat. The hardware is running perfectly. But there is one final boss level remaining. What do you do when the body is ready, but your mind starts to give up? When the fear of the cold returns as anxious thoughts? In the next episode, we'll transition from pure physiology to psychosomatics. We'll start using heat as a bridge to self-hypnosis. I'll show you how to use ideomotor visualization to consciously direct blood flow to specific fingers through sheer intent. We're moving to root access. This is NOXUS. Clean the system of illusions. Master the mechanics.